Estar al tanto. Estar al tanto. This is a good one. This is a really good one. This, the verb estar means to be. One of the most basic Spanish verbs. Estar. Al is a él, to the, okay? That's what it means, to the. But when you have a él in Spanish, it becomes one word, al. Tanto means a few things. It can mean, it can be an adverb, a noun, a conjunction as well. So as an adverb, it means much or so many, or so much, so many. Te amo tanto. I love you so much. Tanto. Okay. As a noun, it can mean, it's less common, but it can mean, actually as a conjunction. Sorry. So you can say tanto como, and that means as much as. So it has a few meanings, but the most basic one is too many or too much, and it can change. If you have a feminine noun, like for example, naranjas, plural, naranjas, and feminine, las naranjas, the oranges, you can say tantas naranjas, so many oranges. So it can be tantas. Or for example, another feminine noun, comida, la comida, that's feminine. You can say tanta comida, so much food. Okay, so it can change to tanta, tantas, tantos. Okay, so feminine, masculine, feminine, and plural as well, singular, plural. So tanto, in this situation, estar al tanto, what does it mean? It doesn't make any sense if you literally translate this, but it means, to be up to date or to be informed. This is important because you can use this at your office, at work. You can use this if you just want to be informed. We could be talking about, what's going on in the world. Maybe you need to be up to date. It's a good idea to be up to date. So, and be informed. So that's what we're talking about here. You can use this phrase in those situations. So now let's look at some examples using estar al tanto. No estoy al tanto de lo que pasó en la reunión. No estoy al tanto de lo que pasó en la reunión. This means I'm not informed about what happened in the meeting. So we're talking about work here. No estoy al tanto de lo que pasó en la reunión. I'm not informed about what happened in the meeting. Let's break this down. No can mean different things. All of them negative. Don't, no, not, will not, or won't, didn't. Okay? When you say no estoy al tanto, because this is the phrase we're learning, this is the verb estar conjugated. Yo for yo, I. No estoy al tanto means I'm not informed. You can say this by itself, and that just means pretty much it's a fancy way to say I don't know about what's going on. Or I'm not informed. Okay? No estoy al tanto. I'm not informed. De, you can include this if you want to add more information to your sentence. Estar al tanto de helps you to add more information. So when you say de, we don't have it here, but de can mean of or from. We don't have it in English, but it's similar to saying about. In this situation, in this peculiar situation, lo can refer to it. You know, you're talking about it, what happened, something happened, and that thing that happened, that it is right there as lo que pasó. You can even include the rest. Lo que pasó means what happened. Okay? Que means what, pasó means happened. It comes from the verb pasar, which means to happen. But lo, it's important to notice this. Lo que pasó, lo refers to it. It's not there, but it's important because you're referring to it in Spanish, right? Something happened. What happened? Lo que pasó. By the way, another easy way to understand this is lo que, including these two words, lo que. Lo que can mean what. Okay? For example, I can say lo que me gusta, what I like. So it's not about a question, it's about saying what you like in this situation. But in this situation, lo que pasó means what happened. Okay? You can also say lo que odio, what I hate. Lo que quiero, what I want. So lo que means what as well. So this is a good tip right here. Okay, en means in. La reunión means the meeting. So nothing difficult here. You're just saying that you don't know what happened at the meeting. You're not informed. What happened? I don't know. You tell me. Excellent. Let's move on. The next example is: mi amiga me mantiene al tanto de lo que pasa en su ciudad. Mi amiga me mantiene al tanto de lo que pasa en su ciudad. Do you know what this means? It's a long sentence, but it's not that difficult. It means my friend keeps me up to date about what's happening in her city. My friend keeps me up to date. My friend. Yeah, she's a good friend. I don't know why I would like to know what's happening in her city, but she's just informing you, telling you what's going on in her city. So let's break this down. Mi amiga, mi means my. This is singular. You can say mis if you have a plural noun. And because we have amiga, which is feminine and singular noun, you need me, okay? Mi amiga, my friend. Amiga is a feminine noun. Amigo is masculine, okay? Me means me. It can mean I, okay? But in this situation means me. Me mantiene al tanto. This is the phrase we're learning. Me mantiene al tanto keeps me up to date. Here we go again. De is helping you to add more information to your sentence. It's similar to about in the situation. And then we have lo que. We're saying again lo que. Lo que means what. Pasa, lo que pasa means what's happening. You can even start off by saying lo que pasa to explain what's happening. Lo que pasa es que no me gusta comer aquí. What's happening is that I don't like eating here, for example. So lo que pasa can help you explain what's happening. And it also means what's happening, okay? Lo que pasa, what's happening. And in su means her or his, okay? Or your, formal. Ciudad, city. Mi amiga me mantiene al tanto de lo que pasa en su ciudad. My friend keeps me up to date about what's happening in her city. Easy, easy, easy. Remember, estar al tanto means to be up to date, to be informed. You need to know the conjugation of the verb estar, and the rest doesn't change. It can also work with reflexive pronouns like me, okay? And that's it.